I want us to review even multiple parentheses, but the letters are on one side. That's what I want us to review. I want us to review equations. So there's an equal sign and inequalities. So let's take a look at number 67. First thing we do is get rid of parentheses. Doesn't matter how many there are, get rid of them. The 8, let me multiply to the inside. This positive 5, let me multiply to the inside. So that's going to give me 56x minus 8. Right, I multiply the 8 to the numbers on the inside. On the second one, let me multiply the 5 to the numbers on the inside. So that's going to give me positive 10x plus 40. And all this is equal to negative 34. All right, so there's my equal sign. On the left side of it, let me combine my like terms. 56x plus 10x, that's going to be 66x. And then negative 8 plus 40, that's going to give me positive 32. And on the right side of the equal sign, I just have a negative 34. Or equations, when we have an equal sign, I can have the letter on the left side or I can have it on the right side. It doesn't matter. For equal sign, for inequality, it does matter. But for equal sign, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to keep the x on the left side. Anything that doesn't have an x, I'm going to move it to the right side. So this positive 32, let me move it over as a negative 32. Don't forget to switch the sign. So I have 66x equals negative 66. Then to finish this, let me divide by the number in front of x. So in this case, 66. And I'm going to get that x is equal to negative 1. Looking at 68, let me get rid of parentheses. I'm going to multiply this negative 6 to the inside. And I'm going to multiply this negative 5 to the inside. So that gives me negative 4 equals negative 6 plus 12n minus 40 plus 30n. Okay, so here's my equal side. On the left side, nothing I can combine. It's just negative 4. On the right side, when I look at my n's, 12 plus 30, that's 42n. Number-wise, negative 6 minus 40, that's a negative 46. All right, letters on one side. I'm going to leave my n on the right side of the equal sign. So anything that doesn't have an n, I'm going to move it to the left side. So this minus 46, let me move it over as a plus 46. On the left side, negative 4, positive 46, signs are different. Subtract, keep the sign of the large one. That's positive 42. On the right side, I have 42n. Let me divide by the number in front of n. So let me divide by 42. That's going to give me n by itself. 42 divided by 42 is 1. When I have the equal sign, I can have the letter on the left or on the right. It doesn't matter. For inequality, it does matter. So first thing on number 69, get rid of parentheses. Multiply the negative 4 to the inside. Multiply the negative 2 to the inside. So that's going to give me, let's see, negative 60 is less than negative 4 minus 28a minus 12 plus 6a. Here's my inequality sign. On the left side, nothing I can combine. It's just negative 60. On the right side, let me combine my letters first. Different signs, so keep in mind your signs. Negative 28, positive 6a, that's going to give me negative 22a. Then number-wise, negative 4 and negative 12, that gives me negative 16. All right, for inequalities, I don't have a choice. The letters have to go to the left side. So this negative 22a, let me move it as a positive 22a. And then this negative 60, let me move it over as a positive 60. So there's my inequality sign. On the left side, I just have a positive 22a. On the right side, signs are different. So I'm going to subtract this. 60 minus 16 is 44. Now let's finish by dividing by the number in front of a. So I get a by itself. A is less than 2. If you just have to solve it, just type that in. A less than 2. If you have to graph it, open circle at 2. And in this case, it goes to the left. Let's take a look at number 70. Get rid of parentheses. So the negative 5 multiplied to the inside, the positive 2 multiplied to the inside. So that gives me negative 20k plus 35. On the second parentheses, I get positive 6 plus 16k. This is less than 13. All right, so there's my inequality side. On the left side, when it comes to letters, combine the negative 20, positive 16. That gives me negative 4k. When it comes to 35 plus 6, I want to call that plus 41. Less than 13. All right, letters on the left. The negative 4k is already on the left, so nothing to do. My positive 41, let me move it to the other side as a negative 41. So that gives me that negative 4k is less than. Now here, subtract this out. So that gives me what, 28? Negative 28. Now let me divide by the number in front of k. So let me divide by a negative 4. I'm dividing by a negative. So my inequality is going to flip. So I have that k is greater than. Negative divided by negative is positive. 28 divided by 4 is 7. So if you have to just solve it, k is greater than 7. If you have to graph it, open circle as 7, and it goes to the right. Pretty simple.